and welcome to the crazy shaky camera of science. Okay. I don't know. I'm still in my Jimi Hendrix pajamas, which I, take off once a day and put back on. No, I take off twice a day and put back on twice a day because I take naps. I don't ever actually get to sleep. I just take naps. Little tiny naps. That's why I just kind of look just tireder and tireder as the days go by. So, I've got, I thought of some more questions. I have questions for individual people. Okay. I think individuals is a bit of a stretch. Okay, so I have a question for Donald Trump. The question is, are the plugs on your head, are the hair plugs from your own ass, or did you have to pick Vladimir Putin's hair out of your teeth when you got done kissing his, and then, get that stitched in there? To Donald Trump's sons, you're vampires, right? That's all I want to know. Like, you're vampires? Are you vampires? You fucking look like vampires. You have, no souls like vampires. I just want to know if you're vampires or not. Because, if you are, that would kind of make a cool sci-fi documentary. And, let's see. To Kellyanne Conway. Why do you have the fakest fucking smile in the world? That's what I want to know. Why does Kellyanne Conway have the fakest smile in the world? And to people who think, and actually listen to Kellyanne Conway and think she's right about things, how do you not notice this? Have you ever recognized a fake smile before? Because that's... But I just like to That's what her fucking face sounds like to me. It just sounds like a bunch of fucking pussy farts. Okay? Trump's just constantly grabbing her, and she's just constantly... Yep, this is a comedic, jokish type comedy video, and I'm gonna say more stupid shit now. Because I'm just fucking bored and irritated, and I just got done feeding all the fucking millions and millions of... Oh my god, millions of fish. Oh, hundreds at this point. We're hatching out baby brine shrimp and grinding up pellets and golden pearls from the fridge and phytoplankton, and it's like when you first start thinking about clownfish breeding, it doesn't seem like nearly as much work as it turns out to be. This is a more than full-time job, man. Oh. So anyways, especially if you're breeding true perculars and you actually have to keep your water quality as high as possible. So, okay, let's see some more people I need to ask questions to. To Mitt Romney. Do you know that deep in all of our hearts that we all kind of miss you and your magic underwear? Just want you to know that. I kind of mean that. It's funny, but it's true. Mitt Romney. It'd be a toss-up for me between him and Hillary Clinton, just to, give you an idea of how objectively and unbiased I support Hillary Clinton. Okay? I miss, don't you? Doesn't everybody? Doesn't Mitt Romney know that in hindsight, we're sorry? We, the Democrats, kind of treated you, because of the Tea Party, like you were at Donald Trump in some respects, in many respects, okay? Other than the bowing to a foreign power thing. But in retrospect, you were very responsible. You were very reasonable. And you weren't a traitor. So I just want to know if you know. Mitt Romney, do you know how much we all miss you? To Keith Olbermann. Have you ever finished counting? Like, did you ever make it to infinity? I just want to know. You had a show called Countdown for like 10 years. I know that's just weak. It's all I could fucking think of. I don't have a script. I don't have a teleprompter to break because I already broke it in my pants. This is really going nowhere. Keith Olbermann. Just fucking, you want to do an interview sometime? You can introduce me as the crazy guy who thinks he's Jesus, but is still smarter than Trump supporters. And I'll keep things pretty PC. It'll be fucking hilarious. Anyways, that's just a little stupid fantasy, I know. But like seriously, imagine a conversation between, say, Bill Maher and I. You gotta admit that would be kind of priceless. To Bill Maher. Oh, question for Bill Maher. Would you like to make a public statement apologizing for how much you've bashed both corporations and Christians yet? Donald Trump isn't a corporation. And most of the really shitty, asshole-ish businessmen there are, they're not CEOs. They're basically wannabe oligarchs. And as for Christianity, surely you must realize by now the definition of the word straw man argument. And that you, due to being propagandized yourself, have made far too many of them against Christianity. The word you were looking for was not Christians. It's hypocrites. This guy named Jesus, he used that word a lot. Couldn't seem to shut up about him, actually. They really pissed him off. And yes, that was spiritual pressure showing up on the camera. Me little birdies. Oh wait, no, Trump has daughters too. Oh, I forgot to ask them questions. Okay. To the, I don't know if she's the older one, to Stephanie, is it Stephanie? To the wholesome, normal-looking one that doesn't appear to have had, plastic surgery, etc. I'm not saying Ivanka did. I'm just saying she appears as someone who had plastic surgery. A little too well made up. The word is vain. Yes. Not a Christian quality, by the way. But to Stephanie, I'm just going to call her Stephanie. I hope. Tiffany? Epiphany? To Epiphany Trump. Have you had the epiphany yet? Because we're all kind of waiting for you. We're all kind of waiting for you to tell us the true story about Pimp Daddy Trump. And, of course, to Ivanka, what we all really want to know, okay, is how small is it? We already know, okay, we don't wonder. We already know, okay? We wonder two things. Does it match the hands? And are you really even his fucking daughter? Because if you weren't his daughter, that would at least fucking salvage some of it, but I'm pretty sure you actually are his daughter. And I'm just going to give you a chance to repent of your sins. You have 14 days. That's it. The damage you've caused, the damage all of you have caused, is far too great. And you've already caused it. You've already, by supporting your father, by tolerating your brothers, you have effectively already nuked America, already disabled the strongest parts of this country, the strongest part of our country. Unity. United we stand, divided we fall. It's coming. I don't want to believe it. I try to tell myself, no, they're not really going to, but they are. And I have a question to white supremacists. Do you not know that the people who heard you want to destroy you? Do you not know that the place with the army that you want to come save you from Obama and his secret Muslim stuff, do you know that the population that dictator overseas is over 40%? And that their military is over 53%. And in fact is projected to be over 60% by 2018, I believe it was. It's either 2018 or 2020. But it is projected that the population percentage will be exceeded by 20% within the next 5 years. Okay, so even though there are 60% Christians in Russia, the Russian military is predominantly and you call yourself a white supremacist. I call you a bunch of easily misled little children with no tactical wherewithal, with no strategy, and above all else, what makes you weak is your lack of spiritual power, your lack of spiritual defense, because you've all sold your souls. God will not protect those who do not protect God. God will not protect those who do not protect God's children. God will not protect those who do not protect the planet he gave you. Plane et. Little tiny plane. Little tiny plane. That's all you kids live on. Remember that. There are much older and more powerful things than human beings. And their tolerance for your kind grows thin. Way thin. And I have a question for the Christian right-wing conservative shill channels in general. If you don't consider yourself any type of white supremacist, I have a question for you. Okay. Have you ever read the Bible? Do you know the difference between Old and New Covenants? That's 2 questions. Just those 2. The first one was a bit sarcastic. Okay, but the main question is, do you actually know the difference between Old Judean hardline pre-New Covenant law? Okay, like the reason why you all hate gay people, or pretend to hate gay people because you're a bunch of fucking closet queers. I don't know which it is. Okay, I just don't know which it is. But do you not understand what love your enemy means? Pray for your enemy and love those that hate you. All you do is spew hatred. You don't pray for anyone but your own success. Judge not lest ye be judged, do unto blah blah blah. I mean, just fucking read the basics. My God, you are nothing like Christians. You are effectively Islamic extremists, and you're just too stupid to realize it. Just go down the list of what they generally want. Don't name names or point in directions, okay? Just objectively go down the list. What types of viewpoints do they not like? And what types of viewpoints do you not like? You've got so much in common. You're like soulmates. Meanwhile, real Christians will all vote for Hillary Clinton. Most of them rather uncomfortably so. But we know how to tell a good person from a bad person. And Trump's a bad person. He just is. I'm a good person, so I'm going to vote for Hillary. Because even if there's a little bit of corruption in there, there's way more corruption against her. Okay, people that we know do bad things really don't like her. So chances are, she wants to do good things. And my dog is not going to sit there and lick his ball. Dingo, God, trying to film a video. You're going to go from just sitting right in front of me licking his balls to walking right there and just start scratching. Okay. What were you talking about? Ball lickers? Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. I'm trying to think of any more questions I might have for anybody. My question for Donald Trump. Do you know that you're not a real white person? Like I know I'm not a real white person. I'm a hell of a lot more of a white person than you are, though. You see, real white people have an extensive history and culture of being good, civilized people. And there is nothing more self-destructive than a white supremacist. Because the biggest benefit to all the other cultures and all the other races that white people have to offer is our congeniality, our ability to build communities, to communicate, to organize societies. We are Europeans. We built civilization as we know it today. Oh yes, we did. And guess what? We did not self-destruct. Okay? It was a combination of the Mongolian horde which is actually the Khazarian horde, because Mongolia was nothing but a puppet state, and the expansion, the violent genocidal expansion of the first and second caliphates. Now, two races actually suffered because of these gigantic imperial expansions that took no prisoners, only slaves: white people and black people. And this used to be remembered via gypsy legend in Louisiana by salt and pepper shakers always being set together on a table. Because blacks and whites, real white people and real black people, not Slavics or Arabs, this was before those cultures became at all dominant, okay? This was all because of the horde. This one king in the north wanted to conquer everything, okay? And according to his beliefs, he is a demon god that can repossess beings and stay immortally present. Okay, that's according to him. And that's according to most of the cults that secretly follow him. Okay? You might know them as the real Satanists, not the fucking Church of Satan. And if you don't know the difference, you really just need to catch up. Okay, I don't have time to fucking teach small children how to breathe. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't. If you find a claim that I make interesting, do a little research. But basically, white and black people used to live together consistently throughout Africa and Europe. Okay? These places were divided and conquered. All right? There were plenty of black people in Europe. Most of them were mass murdered as Jews. Okay, they were black people. Yeah. And the white people in Africa were murdered as evil gods. And in fact, I'm pretty sure that came here as well. Okay? Because I'm really not convinced that Isabella was a true Christian. Does not have the checklist passed. Okay? And furthermore, she proceeded to do things which would damage the rest of the reputation of Christianity and European civilization for all of time. But the fact of the matter is, at one point she was a Muslim. So, considering the politics and the recent war history and conquest at the time, right, as this country was being founded, it is very logical that she was not loyal in any way and did not represent in any way white Europeans when the conquistadors came and fucked shit up continent-wide in the Americas. Okay? And let's see. It did go from ancient stories of white gods who taught and benefited the Native Americans to stories of white demons who needed to be wiped out from the Americas. That's kind of interesting. I bet you never put two and two together until now. It's what I do. It's what I do. It's what I do. Yeah. You are most transparent, O'Neill. I can see right through you. What? Sorry, got lost in a Stargate moment. This video's over. I'm out of things to talk about, so I'm singing a stupid song. It would have sounded better if I said song, but it's stupid. So, like and subscribe, and I'm gonna shut the fuck up now and see if that video finally processed. Damn it.